Let me give it a sec. No in. Yeah, we're on everything angle-wise, not totally and everything internet-wise. Got some like filming stuff type deal. I think the plan, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to see chat when we're doing this around. You can say hi a little bit before I walk off. Yeah, so this is the Merlo stop, I think. It's like a train stop up in Oregon. And I like this one because this is all like forest right off there. I mean, there's like a park over that way with a lot of like electric stuff. I think that connects to one called Powerline Park. But I'm kind of thinking about going in here. And this one actually might connect out there as well. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to see well. I went back and forth and I did not bring the stand I was using on the scooter. I'm actually thinking about selling my scooter. I got a new bike. I spent probably too much. I'm really excited here. If you like biking, you might appreciate this. I literally picked this up yesterday. So it's like, it's good. Dude, I've never seen a lock like this. You could hurt somebody with this. Like this is hefty. And not just any e-bike. I've heard this brand is the brand. This is the level 3 Aventon. And I have not ever done an e-bike either. I rode it home. That's a lot. Hold on, I'll show you the lock in a sec, yeah. But essentially, I biked this. This is like a 70-pound bike. And I just like rode it regularly home because its battery didn't have charge from the bike shop. Is there still random sound redeem on? I don't know if I can toggle those now that I've started up. But yeah, I think we're gonna go in here and there's train going by. What happened to Scooter? I still have it, but I'm thinking about selling it. Essentially, it was good. The scooter was me testing the waters. I knew I needed like something to help get around, and the scooter was the cheap option. But the amount I was using it and just what I was noticing, like there's nowhere to sit, there's nowhere to carry stuff. So I literally sank in on this. I'm so excited because yeah, I haven't used any of this boost crap yet. I don't even know how this works, if I'm being honest. I'm just gonna treat it like a normal bike. I don't know what I can see from here. And that's why I'm hanging out for a second too, is I didn't bring the other one. This is my rig right now. This is the new one. The other one was shaking a ton. So you guys are basically gonna be in there once I like hop on. And I'm not gonna be able to see shit. But I was kind of realizing last time, even scootering around, it's like, I was looking at chat when I should have been like looking at the road. So that's kind of why I was thinking about cutting back on that. I'm hoping we get some nice stuff. I put a lot of thought into the setup. I actually returned a couple different things that weren't working out that well. And I haven't tried this, but essentially I swapped to a new app. It's called IRL Pro. I would highly recommend it if anybody's looking to IRL stream. I did a lot of research. I tried, I think, 7 different apps, including the Twitch Studio. And the reason I like this one is, one, my understanding is this almost does like a mesh thing. So it'll pick up Wi-Fi and like mobile data. So it's less likely to drop because the program is able to swap smoothly. And that's one reason I like it. The other is my phone does 0.6 zoom. None of the other programs allowed me to do 0.6 zoom and get the wide view. And that's how I got things less shaky, hopefully, is by swapping to this 0.6 view where we can get the wide angle instead of, zooming in on all the stuff. Not all of these pads are gonna let me bike either. Yeah, well, I'm just walking right now. Here, this is the new rig is gonna be me. This is the bike I got yesterday. I haven't ridden it electronically yet. I'm really excited. I'm hoping there's data out here. There's something I want to show you guys. There's like, I don't know, it might be like a sewage or gas line that runs underneath the park. And there's like a river. Yeah, that's, so right beyond these, that goes straight to the train line that I got here from. I just rode out. This is this park, but this actually connects to another one. You can see there's a lot of stuff. It's a few miles around. I'm not going to do all of that. There's a bunch of, flyers and stuff. I'm still just walking the bike because I know I'm going to hit a bridge where I have to walk it. I don't really want to lock you guys up and then be walking again. I did wind up choosing the step through, and my logic was, I don't want to climb on stuff every time. I was looking at online reviews and people were talking. Yeah, I hear the train. People were talking about, oh my God, I spaced. Got to talk about the lock too in a second. Because I have never seen that type of lock either. Dang, it's popular today. I feel like my left arm is getting a workout carrying the bike. My right arm's just getting to chill. So this is where I'm going to have to walk across. They don't like people. I'm going to respect this because there are a lot of animals here. Once we walk across here, though, and I think that path, I'm not sure if they allow cyclists. I'm gonna take this one. We'll walk. It's really starting to fill out this time of year. I love hearing the birds and stuff. Not as big on the train sounds, but we should get further from that in a bit. It's not like huge. We might be hearing them the whole time. Yeah. This is where I've come out though. When I talk about like coming out and doing Duolingo and stuff, I've literally just sat like over in this little nook for like an hour, and I just like breathe, see what there is to see. Look at that. I'm glad I waited. It was kind of overcast earlier when I first was starting things. Once we're on here, the other thing is I need to figure out how I'm strapping my bag. I actually went with a slightly lighter load this time. Once I find a better, I don't have any like straps to tie it down, but once I get some straps and stuff, it's going to be a lot easier on me not having to lug this stuff around. This is like it says 59 pounds. That's enough to take a load off of me. And I'm very curious too about how this will wind up working. I've done like 20 seconds, I think, of test footage. This is a pretty park though. And it'll be interesting too. This is immediately going to go up a hill. It'll also be interesting looking back and seeing how in the way my arms are. Oh yeah, I saw your message, Chris. So my friend, she has some health issues and she just wasn't feeling well, which is fine. It's a long story. She kind of has some chronic health issues, so it's fine. It means we get to go out, all of us. All right, so that's the bridge I had to walk on. Yo, what's up, Passix? We are, I got a new bike and I'm about to try it. I'm about to load you guys on here. I won't be able to see for a bit. I'm hoping we can get some nice stuff just looking around, because I do like this park. It is also strange. I guess you guys only ever see me wearing glasses because I am farsighted, I think. I need the glasses if I'm staring at my computer for more than half an hour. But I'm not staring at a computer. All right, here, let me get loaded up. All right, you guys are going to be. How does this even work? It's been a while. Hopefully, this should work out that you guys can sit. There we go, like that. I'll check in a bit after this hill. We'll ride with this for a bit. Oh, man, this makes me feel pretty strong. Like I know I'm pedaling uphill. Feels pretty light. Hopefully my arms aren't super in the way. I could imagine my left arm being a bit more in the way because it's wow. It's almost like too easy. Like it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything when I pedal. I'm just kind of pedaling. I did see a guy on these bikes. Eventim started giving me ads, and there's a guy who takes his probably 3-year-old kid out on bike rides. See, this is nice. Even just these little areas here. And again, that's the rail right behind all that, so not the coolest, but I'll talk about the lock once we get somewhere pretty to stop. I also like thinking about this. Yeah, new brakes have to get broken in. Might squeak a little. I was gonna say something I spaced. It would be cool though if this works out well. I know I've been other places and kind of had trouble seeing everything. Oh, they want me to walk here. I like this bridge here. This gives me a chance to catch up what everybody is saying. I think this is the last one I'm going to have to step off for too. So after this, it might... I do like this park. Here. Let's see. All right. All right. So smooth. Oh my God. That's good to hear. Yeah, I was worrying about that. Also, this has shocks. I'm thinking I used to have that clip here. I'm thinking about taking my clip so I can mount on here, but again, I don't want to tempt myself to be reading during all of this. I don't want to read. Oh, look. Where'd it go? It's a little squirrel thing. I don't know if you all saw it. Oh. There's people behind me who are seeing it, but I'm not gonna... I'm doing my best to stay out of people's way. Recording wise. I do know there's a place near here. It's actually kind of where I'm making my way to, where there's a bald eagle couple that have a nest, and I don't know, they kind of live around this lake that has what I assume are herons and stuff. You can go ahead if you want. It is nice finally being back out. And once I'm out of this part of the forest too. I don't know what those are for. We are coming up, I think, on the place. It's after this next bridge where they basically have Yeah, that pipe I mentioned. See, oh, that's what's going on. This Oregon ash tree is at risk from emerald ash borer. So maybe like an invasive species in the marking where they've been finding them. I haven't seen that. There's another one back there. I haven't seen that before. I don't want to carry this up. Yeah, oh my gosh. So I guess it's these guys. And yeah, there's the sign. I'll give you guys this angle for a bit until we've passed. It's really popular out here today. It is a very nice, convenient spot. Yeah, and I don't know if they're like local or if they're invasive or if it's just a phase. All right, I think I'm gonna hop back on here because it seems like we're out of where a lot of people are again. This is such a weird transition to get into this. I think I need to loosen it maybe. All right, well. Oh. Okay, good. It's still going. I wasn't sure. All right. Off we go. Boy. Oh, my assist turned off. Boy. Well, all right, hold on. That gives me a different plan. I'm gonna come off this way because I know there's a bench over here. And yeah, I don't know how to toggle on the assist yet. But this bike is not it's not a light bike. It's kind of meant for assistance. There's got to be a way to do this within menu here. I'll show you guys what I see. See, this thing, it's not touchscreen. Probably something like this. Bro, I have no clue. Back here. Oh, I don't have to imagine. I've come here at night. Let me try pulling it up on the actual app. Settings. I feel like ride assist should be the default. You know, but however it works out. Hopefully that's smooth. I don't know what that looks like for you all. This is basically like just up against my chest, and I'm assuming you're seeing that. Right, I was gonna show you all this lock. This is the lock though. So the key pulls out there, and it's literally just like bars of, I think it's literally steel bars. Which, like this thing is heavy. Ow. Yeah, heavy enough to pinch my hand even. All right, let's go. I'm excited. I've been waiting. Oh, I must have driven by that place I was talking about. Oh, there's a class going out there in all the places where, it's all adults. That's not what I was expecting. A lot of the classes here are for kids. It's cool that they have events for adults. So this bike, part of why they're singing. Part of the reason why I got the bike too was it allows some off-road stuff. Not that I'm gonna go in there. Sometimes there's ducks in there. I'm kind of hoping this other pond has some nice stuff. And we can chill once we're there. There's like benches. This is so much comfier than the scooter, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think about it, the scooter's big advantage is just that it's a bit smaller for public transit. Like, it's nice to have, for like when I'm trying to, I don't know. Oh, okay, I figured out the gears, that's good. Yeah, this is much better. I feel nice. It's like just the right temperature for this. There's all the power lines you can see going all the way off along the hill. We could follow that. I'm probably not going to. I mean, it depends how long we go. We might do that too. There's nothing really stopping that I'm aware of, at least. I mean, I don't know what the situation is regarding like bathrooms and stuff, but yeah, I really am excited to look back to. I hope it is really just a lot smoother. The body mount should, I mean, I don't feel like I'm shaking everywhere, you know? I don't have my little bell yet that arrived, but they hadn't sorted the package. I was actually going to have another thing, the water bottle holder on the bike, and it got swapped out for the lock because the lock arrived first. And honestly, once I have the basket, the water bottle is probably just staying in my bag. I'm probably not going to make a big deal and swap anything. Just add the bell on, and maybe grab that other thing. So this is the thing I was talking about. This is where the actual park goes, is straight. That's not where I want to go. Let me see, I got to get through here. People driving by. But we're not going that park. I don't remember how I found this. I was kind of just curious and noticed this path. These are the tracks too, where I was thinking maybe one day I ride off down the tracks one day. It's kind of why I wanted the bike, was more, I guess, less accessible stuff. A bunch of petroleum tanks down there. This looks like just electricity stuff. It's like a busted light. Something. Stop. Think. We're at Beaverton Creek now. When we get to this place, I'm gonna need some water. I'll be able to check in, chat a bit more. It's basically just through here though. I'm pretty sure this is this might be Nike or something. This part right here is not fun on. I'm sure that would look really terrible on any of the old mounting systems too. Very cozy little walking path though. Like if you're an employee here, these buildings are... See, and I still get off like it's a normal bike, like pulling my leg over instead of through. These buildings are bland. Security likes to come through here sometimes. They're looking for me. I haven't used the boost button at all. Part of me wonders if it's better to just have it off and use the button for boost, almost like I do on the scooter. Man, it's been a long time since I've actually had a bike. I don't think I've owned a bike in over 10 years. a decade of not riding a bike. It's true though, I never forgot how to ride a bike. That saying is true. Learn this skill once. Oh, little bird. Learn this skill once. I was looking at this too, my skate brain saw this little area. I'll turn around here. Oh. Because to me, this is like skate, no? You know, there's the parking lot. There's this little, I don't know what you do there. That doesn't matter. This is basically the bench. This is another spot. I've been doing my Duolingo. Doing my lingo. I like this electric bottle, the graffiti. Not always a popular opinion, but I do like graffiti in its place. I mean, ooh. It's nice. I like that. There we go. There we go. Here. YouTubers are doing build a rail car to drive on the abandoned rails. Sounds like a fun idea, honestly. I don't need the rail car. This thing has a 70-mile range, it says. And I was thinking about one day just going along these rails. In part just because they don't get used a lot. Like, they do get used because, I mean, I've seen a few different stuff, but I think it's mostly storage. This is where the eagles are sometimes, though. So strange riding on the bridge like that. Oh no, not to you, sorry. I think that guy thought I was talking to him. I'm kind of just talking. This is where I've been doing the stop. Isn't that nice? I think the eagles live somewhere out over there. But yeah, this is the bench. Those are the liquefied petroleum gas, non-odorized variety, of course. But it is pretty nice to just be able to sit, look out. Yeah, I'm gonna pull off the road a bit, and actually we'll sit up here. I need water. I just don't want it to fall. I know I got my scooter and I had it for a little bit. Finally wound up like dropping it. I don't know where any of the buttons on this. Just to lay there, I mean, yeah. Makes the bike look so small. Here we go. I did order the small bike. I was between sizes. And so they were kind of like, well, you can pick either. But I got short legs and a long torso. So I wound up going for the smaller one because it's really your leg size that determines it. Yeah, it wasn't a malicious. Ooh. Surprise. Yeah, oh, so there's that. Let me see if I can zoom in and show you. Looks like there's a heron out there. A little white dot in the center. This is the top quality animal photography. Beautiful, beautiful heron pic. You can see surrounded by 5-pixel ducks as well. Feels good to be out here though. Man. I agree, Pasix. I just saw the graffiti thing. Graffiti is it makes it feel modern though. Like the buildings over there were all just gray. Also, some of this is kind of nice view too. Even if it's man, right. I had the water bottle, kicked it over. Beautiful. I'm not sitting in that. Am I way behind? Plastic Duck Simulator IRL. I was thinking of that a while back because I do take baths and you can order rubber ducks, and I kind of was. It was like one of those things where I was like thinking about. I was just like, but why? I don't need a rubber duck. I think I had a rubber duck as a kid. But what I really remember, I went to the natural... What's the museum in New York? The Science Museum of Natural History or something. I remember going there as a kid. My parents got me a turtle. And, yeah, I took the turtle in the bath all the time. Like a toy turtle. That was my favorite bath toy as a kid. It's a pretty big turtle. It's like, I guess I can't show you. It's like my face-sized turtle plus arms sticking out. Like if my face had fins, that's the size. I don't know if I've ever done a bath bomb. I've seen some look really like fun and cute, but I've also seen some where it like melts and then the people look like they're sitting in mud. I don't know how I feel about that. I want to get out of the bath and feel clean too. I don't know how those leave you. Oh, look, there's one of the little... I'm gonna ride down this trail around the lake, and then I might start not heading back, but loop around. There we go. It's hugging me again. I'm very curious, though. I should be mindful of my direction and where I'm pointing it, just because if I remember, I can make adjustments next time. Yeah, see, my habit is always, I want to throw my back leg over instead of just putting my knee through. Got the step through and I'm barely even using it as one. That cool breeze. Yeah, so I guess next time... It was ages ago, back when I was doing more IRL stuff, I took a poll and I said we would go to the grotto, which is like up in northern Portland, and I still intend to do that. That is still on the list. And I can show you guys some stuff back here. There's actually a little wind off. Oh, I wasn't paying attention when off-road. Yeah, we're off-roading now. That was the thing too. I almost bought the fat tire, and I went to the bike shop dude, and he was like, "That's way overkill unless you're gonna be like on sand." And he was essentially like, "You should get the slightly cheaper one because it's also going to be cheaper long term to maintain the way you sound like you're going to use it." The dude had a lot of good advice. He was really nice. I do kind of miss the, oh no. I don't know if that snake was okay or not. He'll figure it out. Just chill. Yeah, so that's I'm passing where the path winds out. Probably mostly yeah, right there as well. There's kind of like a bridge with some graffiti, stuff like that. Just things for people to
I love working from
check out. I don't know what all these pull-offs are for. Oh, they have a path to get down to the lake. That might be what it's for. Dude, I feel so strong. And there's a couple different ways they can help boost, but I love the smell. Even if we're by the highway, which I'm sure you can hear, the smell is still very foresty, just from the wind direction. I do need to figure out, I might need a longer cable just to run from the backpack to the holster. I didn't really think about how charging would work. Not that this is running load that I'm aware of, but I guess I haven't looked at it. Boink, boink. Looks like there's another path down off to the left. Yeah, going down to the lake thing. Whoa. And down we go. Nice. Decent speed, not too fast, but enough to be fun. I think my other scooter, it would only push me to like 13. This goes to 28, but it's not in that mode. Yeah. So this is getting back out. I think I can just turn around here. Dude, yeah, no way am I using that bike lane. I'm going back the way I came. I don't know. People don't care. People don't always pay attention. I think also in here once I was looking, I was like, looks like a skate type location down in there. Just the rails, I don't know. And of course me mounting the bike as a regular bike. I was thinking too, getting some IRL channel points, nothing specific in mind. And I might not even see them as the thing. Man, this feels so good, so smooth. Here, I'll take you guys off into the sketchy area real quick. Show you, because there's like a bridge and graffiti. And I'm gonna go see some stuff today. I am probably get some Sleepy Man in. Hopefully I can pick up, I don't know how you're supposed to point out in Platform 8 the anomalies. Because I was seeing anomalies and I would turn around and I don't think it's the same. I don't know, I feel like such a big part of how this feels being here right now is just the smell. It does not smell like the highway that you can hear. It smells like soil. Oh, looks like somebody pulled in and out here. Yeah, this is the area I mentioned. Bit more off-roady, bit more, who knows. Yeah, let me just park it up for a second. No, well, pet turtles. I've never had a real pet turtle, but there was a kid who told me his pet turtle would run around without its shell as a kid. And that's the thing. I'm forgetting what they're called. It's like a cycle replace. So they didn't get place. They got no money, except for I paid them to set up, you know. All the little things, you know, it's worth it. And the guy seemed to know what he was doing. No regrets, no regrets. I would go talk to that guy again if I needed help. When the time, you know, comes to do maintenance, that's where I'm going. I need water. I do think I might find a smoke spot coming up at some point too. I don't know how far I want to go before that. I'll put you guys down here. POV, you passed out and you're coming too. The color of the sky right now, though, is beautiful. I mean, also, I did bring a selfie stick too, just because I don't know what's gonna come in use. I don't want to move the stand onto the bike because it's already kind of crowded up front, and then there's like 2 screens. I think that might wind up being the solution, though. I'm gonna put you guys back in the holster. All right. Man, that does feel good though, just being able to like go off-road so conveniently. That was the type of stuff where on scooter it's like, well, time to get up, and then where does the scooter go? I don't know. There's no kickstand. Well, there is a kickstand. It's just not going to hold it up the same way this would. Yeah, so I'm gonna loop around and we'll go take another little detour through a side park. I don't know if we're gonna cross over that highway. I don't think I'm feeling that. Oh no, you guys might be covered up. There we go. Here, actually, this has to be buckled or it'll be flailing. There we go. And I'll scoot you guys over too. Hopefully you're still seeing. I'm gonna quiet down for a second just while we cross these, because the last guy was like, "You talking to me?" Seemed like he was trying to start something because he thought I was, I don't know.
Yeah, probably, yeah. A little thing.
I'm glad I had the assist for going up that hill. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'd, especially with a bike this heavy, I would not have done that like that. Looks like somebody opened it up since we've been here. Huh. I got that song from Mr. Sleepy Man stuck in my head. Lost in Dreams, the one Roster I think really likes. Man, this makes me realize how out of shape I am. Right, I have a trigger to push through with assist. Gonna be using that a bit more. Feels good. That also, if I like slam that, it feels like it's gonna just launch me to 20. Not really trying to do that in little roads after this long not biking. How are you gonna be out of breath on an electric bike? That's a different level out of shape. Here, we'll run off for a second. I am using the Light Assist Eco. Yeah, maybe it is better to have just more options. I don't know how many camera stands though, because right now I have the self mount and the selfie stick. I guess I could go with 3 stands. It would also be nice to just have it somewhere to set, because there was that one time I was at the park table. It's almost like an improv camera stand having that versus 2 self mounts. I've never seen any moving trains along this line. Yeah, that's the entrance over to the park. This is the continuation of the park we started in. You can see all the way up the hill. The power lines continue. I think this park goes 3 miles, 4 miles. I don't remember. I think it might be like 8 even, but I've only done sections, never start to finish. It is nice just being outside. I feel like there are some places that are a lot easier to go out. When I was in Vegas, it's pretty, but it's hot. I can't do hot. I can put on a sweatshirt, but I don't know. The second it gets hot, miserable. See, this is the other side. The bridge that I crossed was over off to our left. These are the same kind of tankers on our left for liquefied odorless petroleum. I bet you could cross there, but you wouldn't really want to. Just because of the high grass respect for animals, things like that. See, and this is where I get hesitant, just because. Oh no! Someone left their jacket. Well, it's a bummer. I saw the dirt on that sign and it reminded me of when I was in a small like college town. They had a lot of hicks, and when you get out there in the US sometimes, you wind up seeing like tons of bullet holes through sign, like they're just using the street signs for target practice. I thought that's what those were for a split second. And I don't know how connected any of this is or where it goes, to be honest. I haven't gone too far doing this. I do need to figure out. I think the plan is just going to be cabling from my front pocket, because this battery is not going to last forever. The other option would be to like plop down somewhere, you know, maybe have a snack, have some water. Got a bike route. Why did I say it like that? Route. It's like I combined route and route. Closed to motorized vehicles. They've never stopped me before. It's a normal bike too. It makes no sound. I think they mean more like gas motors when they say that kind of stuff. I don't know what that building is over there. I did think for a bit about having a mount on like a helmet. Dude, that notice is upside down. I thought that would just be too goofy. Even this is like, I think people know I'm doing it, but it's not like, it's not that as obvious, I think, being strapped here. Sorry, I keep taking those big breaths. I'm just scootering. There was less involvement. Bike path. I think a lot of the paths I want to take might be closed to bike. How far up here can we go? Becomes another question. Because I think what the continuation looks like. Trail continues. All right, so I am. Dude, I gotta go all the way down there. I don't want to. I really don't want to do that. Yeah, that's fine. We ain't got to do that. No way. No way. No bicycles. Dude, that is a bumpy path. I don't think any skateboards could go down that. You don't need a sign to tell them. And I think I might hop over into the bike lane here in a sec. Just because legality. I don't think people will get angry as long as I'm like not zipping by people or injuring, crashing, scaring the oldies, you know. Oh, wow, that was sharp metal. What's the deal with that? There's no more bike lane. That's cool. I'll just disappear with the lane. Should have stayed on the sidewalk at that point. Doesn't matter. People know that this goes on. See, and I could have turned in back to the park here. There's nobody behind me. I'm gonna hop out and try and zip on. All right. Dang. Kind of makes my legs ache, pumping. This scooter spoiled me. I think I might be able to pop this right or this left. Nobody's coming up here. I gotta remember, I have turn signals on this I forget about. It's not a good thing to forget. Do not enter. Don't tell me what to do. Oh. Bird flew down right in front of me. This whole stream is just going to be deep breathing. Danger. Wonder what that's about. Alright. We'll pull in really quick just to show parking lot, I guess. Not sure how much of this can go on bike.
Oh, sorry.
Got busy fast.
Maybe it is. I don't know if that's the actual issue.
It would be cool to go. I know if you go south, there's like huge forests like this. Let's see. So we got right is back to the Max Rail. I guess we'll go Vine Maple Trail sounds pretty, and then we'll find a place, charge up a bit, snack, get things all set up. Not sure how far this path goes for bikes either. I think at some point it is going to cut us. This seems like a nice bench. I like this. This is where no, it's moist. Ears and clicks. The bike. Bike I don't want stolen. Oh yeah, okay. Fun chat. I'm to the sound design in Mr. Sleepy Man because it does remind me almost like reconstructed Zelda when you play the instruments, or like some of the. It's not normally something I listen to, but it is very cool. I kind of had to warm up to it too. I wasn't sure how I felt at first about the rock songs. I was, you know how I'm sure you guys know how it is. Sometimes you are like. All right. I might be getting out of cell service. let's go back. And I remember that was something back. I wish they had better maps. Really look up and prepare. On bikes where I remember it too, because this to do in college. Really just run all over the town. Like, yeah, let's see, hopefully it's the same stream. Would stink if it gets split up into like a billion mini streams, because then I gotta, I don't know, shove them back together manually. Let me, sorry buddy. Yeah, let me check. And we'll start heading back towards the Max Rail too, because I think that's up here on our left. I am a little confused. There's a lot of hills. So next time doing this, I don't know. I'll have to check around. Next time might be in Portland, which could go a lot of different ways. I guess the reason I came out here is because I didn't want to see people. I didn't want to deal with looking for cars, any of that stuff.
Right?
Musicians we heard earlier. This is pretty bumpy. I am very curious how stuff like this transmits through video. I think people are out just to be out today. Not like hiking, just kind of stroll. I love this. Man, those planes are annoying. Like the last 2 weeks they've been those planes, which are like, I think I saw one, and I think they're like military planes, and it's like, great. That's going on. You're definitely sending those here, but I don't know. It's so pretty. There's a bridge coming up. Be interesting. Nice. Okay, yeah, that was the big worry, is if it like disconnects, I'm gonna be like going live spam and stuff. But that was the issue last time when I went out. There's out by the Oregon Zoo. I was hanging out there. And yeah, it doesn't really it doesn't work out like that. Here, let me trying to. Yeah, so this is my thrifted battery. This is an $80 battery. Looking online, it says it's capable of fast charging. It is at full battery, even if my phone is not. I'm hoping I can just kind of slip it in here and then. Well, I mean, it looks like it's charging. And that would definitely reach if it's all the way out there. It can sit in here in its holster happy. I am gonna take some time and just let it charge. I'm hungry. I did bring snacks. I didn't actually open that lock. I do have the keys. I was thinking about stickering my bike, but I also like how clean it looks, plain. They only had it in like silver and Java. I got the Java one, and I'm very happy with it. It's got really pretty green trim. Even if small, it's like my color green, and you know, I'm always wearing the green anyway, so it's a nice contrast color. Alright, yeah. It's keeping up. But yeah, I'd never seen a lock like this either. Oh. And so you can loop it around the bike. And what makes me nervous is just that this is literal steel. Like, this is... If somebody jiggles it around too much, it's not gonna be very good for the bike. Graphics look fucked. Bro, yeah. They just dropped a new update for this today. I think it was a slight like weather patch or something. But yeah, like if somebody threw this at me, I'd not be very happy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this tiny thing is like 10 pounds alone. My posture is so bad. I like my bra, my recording bra. It's pretty good though. I do like. It's going pretty well. This is my first time out with a new. I got an e-bike. Figured I would take you all along. There were multiple times where I was like, man, if this were a bike, you know, go do groceries. And so I was trains. Set this camera down for a second without this battery fall. Oh yeah. This is gonna fall any second, but here. I'll put this. I'm gonna leave you guys looking here for a second. Got something to do. Man. Yeah, I think it's just recharge time. Yeah, I do like how multi-purpose this could be. This leaves open a lot of potential. This strap, I think, is just for stability. I don't think it would work well without this. I think it would be a lot bouncier. Tightening it. Yeah, there's nowhere to be. This went faster than I thought. There's definitely a speed advantage. I guess we haven't hit all the trails, but this is a good portion of all these. It was a much longer trip on foot, so I wasn't really anticipating. Man, it makes me look like that's just me. Gotta sit up straight. Well, I do wonder, I haven't actually tried this. It seems like it's not actually charging it, it's just kind of keeping it from decharging. Probably wants the USB-C to USB-C for the fast charging, which I could do. I just don't want to buy cables. That's it. Nothing more. I have been messing around too. I was wondering if I could take you guys like on the Max, like on the train with me. Unfortunately, service is not consistent in that way. So any Max stop would mean a stream restart. Just because the whole thing is metal. The bottle color, this is as expensive as my computer monitor streaming was. I thrifted both of them for $8. And $8 is a lot for a water bottle. And it wasn't dinged up, that was all me. But for a TV, it's like a 60 frames per second Dell monitor for $8 too. And just like my brain thinks about what went into the versus this. It was the bike locking. Yeah, one of the reasons I kind of bent for a more expensive e-bike was I was like, if this thing gets stolen, I need a way to find it. And that was something better for this. Yeah, it's like a tire lock that goes off, and it basically shoves a peg into the back wheel so that it can't spin anymore. And then also there's a service thrift price. Everything is $8. But yeah, I like the split down the center. I have another one that's pretty like all one color monochromatic. I was gonna say something else. I don't remember. It's not important. I can feel how cold my fingers are. But yeah, it'll be interesting too revisiting this, because I feel like this is really just test stream for like bigger. Because if I have this not on my back, and I really think through this rig based on, because I do think like this just has to go here, and that can go here, so I'm not really worried about battery. But I do think I need kind of like a stand for stuff like this, because this is the only angle I can do. It's just like sitting on the back of the bike. I would also, I need to get those bungee rope, and then maybe like put a basket on. Just have a little basket for my backpack. Because this is heavy. I wanted water for the day. I wanted snacks. I have the battery. I have an overcoat in case it rains. I actually had a bunch of stuff I cut. Like if I didn't have to carry this, I was gonna bring like coffee, maybe like I might go thrift a thermos or a water bottle or something so I can food. This is something I've been talking about for a long time, and I just haven't had the means as much to do it. Convenient as it is now, I didn't have all the same tool. This is one I'd been waiting on. I tried like 3 different ones of these, and they all sucked. They kept coming through, and they'd be cheap plastic, and I don't want to deal with that. It's inevitably gonna break. It just felt less stable, and this feels stable. I guess watching back will tell. I am so excited for this bike though. Like I feel like part of the reason I'm just sitting here is because I don't want to go back. I want to keep riding my bike. I don't want to do it in the city though. I really don't want to do it in the city. I hate having to stick in the bike lane. There is a nice little place where I could go to bike in city. There's a raised bikes. It's like a town out down along one of the lanes. Kind of like the rich neighborhoods, so they get the raised bike lanes instead of the little green. Because in Oregon, our bike lanes, at least in Portland, are painted green. Pretty good about at least having them, which is nice. I'm curious though. So it does charge at absolute minimum capacity. We're at 35 after all this time. It's not going down. So it probably is just a matter of like, hey, keep plugged in and it's not going to be a problem. I feel like people walk by talking. It's just like this guy is sitting on a park bench spacing out talking to himself. I feel like I'm getting that side eye. I just need to get first of all a haircut and a Bluetooth receiver so that it looks like I'm in an important business call. There's nothing to do here but yeah. I don't think I'm allowed on a bunch of the other trails. I think I was allowed on that dirt trail. I'm kind of tempted to go do that. Be harder to maneuver. There's also mosquitoes here, so I'm done. Yeah, I'll keep you guys plugged in. Start moving on to the next place. I think it's also interesting because you guys are used to seeing a very more polished me, I guess, on to prevent all the puff. I have a camera so I can I guess I have a camera here. I can't control all the angles the way I can at home. I mean, I guess it's my selfie stick. Get really high vertically. If I didn't have to carry the bike, it would hit like bird's eye walking through here. That is kind of why I was thinking about bringing stuff like that. A little nervous about having this battery in my front pocket. Just because the front pocket is, it's the sweatshirt pocket. Should be fine. It should be fine. Keep this out of the way. All right. Oh, they want me to walk the bike, huh? There we go. I don't think you... There we go. Starting to hear the bells of the train again. Oh no, the wrong pedal is down. There we go. All right. It is pretty convenient too to swap between this stuff. I think it makes sense to kind of just free ride when it's stuff like this and then turn on the boost as needed. Which was not my initial assumption. I kind of thought it would be an on or off thing. Right, and this is where I pulled off the bench earlier. I think to avoid bridges, we should go that way again. There's a little view off there. Nothing really worth going out of the way for, though. Just kind of shows you the grass. I think stuff might even be getting a little more flowery before it gets worse. I don't think I can do this during the summer just because I'm not a heat guy. Oh, right, and I get to show you that other weird... almost feels like adjacent to liminal space, just because there's something that looks very out of place. I know that's not the right term. And this is kind of the outside path that loops along. You can see the train line on the right. This is the forest off that way. That's kind of one of the earlier bridges we were crossing. I don't know, it's not really easy to see through there at this time of year. It's a lot more visible, like in the winter and fall, without all the leaves. It's the same little hidden place. Looks nice, the sun in there. I feel like I need some time to just tan. I've had my clothing on basically, my sleeves down basically all day. Here, wait, this is the place off here to the rail is coming too. You can kind of hear the hum. Hold on, I also want to talk about something really quick. You know how they mark the gas lines with these? As a kid, I always looked at these and I thought they looked like giants just threw out their cigarettes. When people kind of mash their cigarettes into the... Yeah. It's like 8-year-old me thoughts. But this is where, and it's not really visible as much again. You gotta get the right angle. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna leave this here, right in everybody's way. Isn't that weird? There's like the pipe. But if you look here, that's all water. During a certain time of the year, this all floods, and that little, this thing just sticks up. Like, that's the only thing sticking out of, like, a puddle. Like a small pond, I guess, is the right word. Not a lake. Just like a little pond. Certain times of the year. And it looks stranger in the winter, because it's just, like... Yeah, high res. There. Beautiful. My battery went up one again. Yeah, I don't think I want to go back yet. I think I'm gonna go take another little trail, cause man, Like, don't get me wrong. I love doing computer stuff. I love being inside. I'm gonna roll my sleeves up. You know, I love poking around and doing things on my computer, making it do funny things, clipping sounds, sound editing, video editing, but I did miss just getting out. All right, you guys are probably looking at a weird. Here we go. Part of me is, I wish there was just more, bigger forests. And I know there are, but the further, you got to go further out. That's the hard part. At that point, I might as well just film getting out there. Actually, I forgot. There is another park here that I've never taken. Yeah, so that's the train stop I came in on. This is a stop I really like, just because it's just nice. You know, the other stop that probably has the most nature is the Oregon Zoo stop. And you go above, and that's actually right by the International Rose Garden. They have like 600 plus different, I'm forgetting the distinctions, like just types of rose. All right, yeah, and it looks like that's the trail we're trying to get to across this street. It's a little stop along here. Stop here. I'm not going to get hit by a train. I don't think this train wants to hit me. There's no train. I haven't actually come along this loop either. We're almost getting more into the town part. This is for people to just like lock bikes up. I think it's rented space maybe, yeah. Bus area only. Man, a younger me would definitely be like going down that hill, I feel like. Maybe not. That is a little steep, but man, that looks fun. I do miss that stuff sometimes, but I don't miss getting hurt. A lot of shopping carts laying around. Yeah, so I'm gonna cross over, and I don't know this path. I've seen it from the train, and that is it. Yeah, the trains look new too. They used to all be this blue one. And because of budget changes, I think they've started renting ad space, which is, I don't know. It could be nice, because I think some of their stuff is new too. In terms of like cars, they've been rolling out a lot. So I'll show you where I have been, I guess, first. This little loop goes up along, and this is on the opposite side. This is more like pedestrian versus like, hey, go look at the forest. Non-stop vandalism. Hold up. We gotta go back. Let's rewind. Ugh. All right, so let's just check this out real quick. Non-stop vandalism. We got some people's initials. This is what caught my attention. Cummy butt. Hey, who wants to sit on the cummy butt bench with me? Oh my god. And this is the path I know. So there's like a Costco over here. It gets pretty chill. We're just gonna be riding along a big road. And actually, I did turn around. I forgot. This path goes way out. I don't know what's at the end of this path. It's just not in it for that. Service should also be pretty cool here. Pretty cool. Pretty good. Oh my god, I had a moment just now where I was like, fuck, where's my phone? It's not in my pocket. Who do you think you're talking to? Another fellow bicyclist. Hello, fellow bicyclist. Hopefully wind isn't too bad. I don't know how all these factors play into stuff. You know, I'm usually chilling at about 10 miles per hour. I know right now this is set to get me up to 20 if I really want. I'd have to go into the app, and technically I could get in trouble because it becomes a There's all sorts of electronics. This is all, I think that's all like power and phones. Maybe just, no, that's all power. It's cool seeing those from the other side too though, because you get a nice view on the max of all that. There's like some people putting up signs. You got their gas station. That's grumpy. Oh my god. Also, the other day, I was talking about somebody hit one of these poles, and it was like right over, this is the block that happened on, where the guy in like the hippie van crashed into a telephone, or light, it was a light pole, I'm sorry. Yeah, crashed into a light pole right there the other day on my way home. And there's like people recording and stuff, and it was just like, man, that sucks. Police were all there. I've never seen, I always assumed the car would hit it and stop. And it did, but it also like broke. Like there were not pieces. It broke into, part of it was still in the ground, and then part of it like fell on the dude's car and rolled off, and then there was like another top third of it that just like collapsed straight down. I see like 3 people on their phone right there, and I'm wondering like, is that a Pokemon Go stop? Dude, Pokemon Go, those people were evil geniuses potentially, but genius to get all that data mapped so cheap. Google spent so much money. Oh, this is where they're parking trains. If you want to run a train, this is where you got to come to get it. Whoop. I'm actually pretty impressed by the battery on this thing too. The bike is still at 96% battery. I don't even know if you can see that. Gotta wait to cross the street. Hey! Really? Let me cross. You know what? Oh, and of course it gives it to me right after. I'm like, so somebody lost their shoes. Oh my God, yeah. See, and it stops everybody, and I'm gone. They're all 10 seconds out there for me. I think I made it to the top here once, and then I was like, let's turn around. I'm giving up with my legs. I'm using the battery here. I don't want to pedal this. I love being lazy. Not gonna lie. And this is still the continuation. You can see I mentioned Powerline Park. Just miles and miles under the power lines. And if it's really quiet, like if it's a still day, you can kind of hear the buzz of the power lines. Alright, so that off to the right just goes into an apartment complex. Looks like here, just another crossing. I'm gonna let this guy through. You're gonna let me through. And then we are good to go. I haven't done this in so long. I used to come and do these parks with a longboard, which can be, depends. It's definitely easy to crash out doing that. The brakes are still too fresh. They gotta lose that, fresh coating. And here I've never been either. I knew it came out past there, but really past that Costco I haven't seen very much. There's some really nice like little foresty areas along here. I wonder if there's a creek down there. This seems like a nice place to just kind of sunbathe too. I really need some time to like take my shirt off, get rid of my farmer's tan a bit. Another path off to the apartments. Dang. See that? If I swapped my bike in the app, I could be doing that. I don't want to be doing that. I'm fine with my 8 miles, 10 miles per hour. Yeah, even using the boost, it's only gone down like 2%. I don't think I might never run out this battery in one trip, to be honest. Because I don't know. I mean, this park goes far. There's nothing on the agenda today. Like, if I guess the biggest problem would just be like, when the time comes where I got to go to the restroom. That's really going to be the hardest point to this. Man. I did like the little bits of water there. I'm getting spoiled by this this button already. I started trying to pedal it, and it felt like pushing. I wonder what those tabs going up along the side are. I wonder if they're just loops for like the workers to climb. It looks like somebody cuts through there too. Shortcut. Man, I see that park going on like endlessly. And there's nothing stopping me. Really? I mean, I got food, I got water. I know they got an outhouse somewhere. I think it might be further back. Not like I'm chugging water or anything. Used to have some friends maybe that lived out this far. No, because that was, I'm sorry, the park is really long, and I've seen it in sections, but I haven't always seen it connect. We're way past where I'm thinking of. Next time I see a bench too. I'm not gonna lie, I've thought about living in a mobile home park. I don't know if it would be as nice as where I am now, but I think there are definite pros. You see too. I want to see what you all are saying, if anything. Time Splitters. I never played Time Splitters. There's nobody coming. Oh, yeah, it's giving it to me anyway. No, sorry, I'm not trying to give you guys a crap shot. I'm trying to read chat. I don't know what's off. Oh, sorry. Seems like a bunch of people out biking today. Dang, even the kids are going faster than me. We're here for the enjoyment. It's like a creek here. Oh yeah, this is nice. I like this. Pull off for a second here. Just stuff like this. Like I've never seen this. Oh yeah, so I'm going through hills right now. Hopefully you guys are getting signal right now, and I can see in the corner actually. Yeah, so signal should be fine right now. Yeah. Oops. No, and the app should run in the background as well. So I can swipe into other stuff. The issue is just all of these hills, because when you get down into the deep parts, if it's between two tall hills, it just all the signal gets blocked. There's also a little spider web here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh wow, the light came out. You can't really see, I think, on the camera, but there's just nice little waterfall stuff. Chill time. I do think next bench I'm going to sit down and we're gonna go shirtless. I need to get rid of some of this farmer's tan. Yeah, and also once I'm in Portland, I think like in this city this might work better because even though the buildings will block the signal, the app I found is able to tie in Wi-Fi. So I'm hoping that'll kind of like bridge some of the gaps with that stuff. Wow. Like I've never seen any of this far out. I don't know where that goes. Where are we going? Right or left? Or I guess forward or left? We'll just let the first one who says it is where we'll go. That could be it too. I don't understand how it works. This whole park is basically under power lines though. Man, this is so fun. We'll go left. I haven't like actually been able, cause even the scooter, it's like at whatever. How is service? You know? C2, I'm going up, maybe I lose service again. Wow, some people's houses are close to here. Does the whole park just look like this? Grass? I love grass. Grass is my favorite plant. It's all fresh mulch. I can smell it. Still going down the same park. This thing is endless. Oh, the little dog in the grass. That shaking sound is. It's probably fine, I hope. Famous last words. Is this the bench where I'm gonna no shirt? Probably. They can all deal. Looks like somebody changed the guitar strings here. Somebody actually changed it. Hold on. Yeah, like this. You can't really see it. Somebody changed guitar strings. Here's a little rusty wound copper one. Some of the silver ones. That color though, like look at the sky. That's a, God damn it. I'm trying not to film it at people. Crazy. Yeah, Microsoft is gonna hire me. See, and I'm basically putting the bottom of my phone here, leaning it up against this right now. I miss having my clamp for actual. I wonder too, I could put the phone clamp like on the seat or something. I just don't want it up there. I want to have my I just want to have it better. Like on the scooter, it was basically I don't know where to put this. Yeah. You guys could see me from here if you wanted, but I don't know if you'd like the view. Oh my god. I have started noticing like more white. I always wanted white hair as a kid. Like even young kid, like 6. And then I remember there were some like cartoon characters and stuff that had white hair, and I thought they were all pretty cool too. Give me like another 10, 20 years, I think, at this rate. Dog is running. I don't want to run that fast. I really do need to stand. I feel like all of these in-betweens became a lot more awkward than when I had the scooter going. I think I bumped my hand on something at some point too. My hand is bleeding a little. I didn't notice. Just like a tiny dot. It's going to get infected. That's how I'm going to die. Right. While we are here, we have to actually do it, huh? You ready? Here we go. Here's the moment. I've burned a few times this year already. You can see I'm a little... I do get tan. Ooh. I'm wearing... Well, it's not warm out. It's just sunny. It's not even room temperature out. Which I think it's like... might be like one below. The clouds look like unreal today. I think some of it is also my phone. Man, at the beginning the forest was also looking really nice. I do think there's something artsy about that. I'm not generally a fan of stuff like that, but like both geometry. Yeah, I mean, you're getting hit by way more direct sun. I think at northern latitudes we only get like 70% of it. I do really like Oregon. I missed it a lot when I was in Vegas. Because palm trees are nice for a while. And the heat, I'm not even going to say the heat was nice. was like 115, and I would just feel trapped inside at that point. If it's above like 105, I'm not even going to my car at that point. Seatbelts leaving burns. I don't need any of that. It's always weird talking to myself with other people walking by. I don't know. Yeah, the big thing I'm noticing. Oh wait, hold on. I got an idea. There we go. I have this stick. So I'll just we'll pretend I have a stand. I am glad I brought this. Can't read that. Oh. Can't read that far away. I don't actually know what UV index means. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, this selfie stick was $2. I don't have high expectations of this. How do people use these? Isn't this? There we go. Yeah. I feel like I also got to figure something out for like what to do. What does the bench say? You missed it, Jaquette. The last bench said cummy butt. The last one we sat down on. You all sat down together on the cummy butt bench. We're gonna pass it on the way back. It's like right by the stop. Is that on the thumbnail? I hope YouTube that winds up being the thumbnail. That would be pretty nice. UV index of 5. Is that high? I've been pretty covered up today. Here, I said I was gonna take my shirt off. I need a tan. We're gonna get rid of my farmer's tan today. Yeah, maybe we should get half naked on the cummy butt bench. Hey, I don't actually know how this works. Guess this side comes off. And then went down to 3. Why dude, I've dropped this bottle so many times. It was perfect when I got it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we're doing the nipple stream, I guess. I'm so done having a farmer's tan. I realize too, you guys there's not a lot of times when I've been able to show off like having tattoos and stuff. Yeah, do you know how expensive it is for color ink in prison? I do want to get I texted my guy earlier this week because it's like the guy who did this one overcharged, first of all. I would not go to bikes locking up. I would not go to this guy again, and I'm actually thinking about having this guy touch this up. This guy was supposed to have it be my eye color. It's not my eye color. Also, like, this one looks really good until you see it up close, I think. Because it was my first tattoo, and so I'm not even blaming him for some of it. I think back here, You can see the lines are a little sloppy. This one though, this guy, his name is Eric. This is 10 years old. I've had this 12 years. Is that not crazy? People all told me that my tattoos would look like shit in 5 years if I got thin lines. Dude, I can give him a long but yeah, they told me that it would go away, and not that it would go away, that would look bad. Honestly, I think the way it blended, it almost looks even better, because he kind of had, and I've kept it out of the sun. I've tried to be very good. I'm shallow enough that I use sunscreen specifically because of tattoos. But yeah, my next tattoo, I'm gonna get an impossible shape like here on my back. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna get like a little key on my ankle. That's the thing, is I've only used up prime real estate for tattoos. Like, I basically eliminated any possibility of doing, that's not true. I could do like a space sleeve or something. I don't want to be covered is the thing. I never want to have tattoos everywhere. I just want to have them somewhere. Get a third one, or do they have to go along the nipple line? Just like a dog, have them tattooed all the way down. I feel like I'm facing the wrong way too. I'm like looking into the sun, and I should have my back to it. It's really where that's where I'm gonna turn this around. Dude, it does feel weird. I'm not gonna lie. I don't go outside without a shirt. This is something that is extremely uncommon for me. I kind of just go out, find a place where I don't think anybody is gonna really be that much. There we go. I feel like this is good for energy though. I get the sun, and then I feel like it charges my battery, which kind of makes sense because I mentioned I had a vitamin D deficiency for a while, so it still physically feels good when I'm like absorbing it. Also, I think the cloud cover is preventing me from getting too burnt up, because I could burn in weather like this. More people here than I thought. It's less sun than I thought. Got half naked, missing the I really needed D so bad. It was not good. I do hope that Chad is going to show up when this comes to be a VOD. I don't know if you guys see all that. Is it a myth? Good. I mean, I need sun. Oh no. I only had like a tiny bit of coffee before leaving, and I didn't bring any coffee, and my brain just hit the like that feeling. I really want a tattoo though. It's been on my mind for a while. The guy, I'd probably just need to book like a few hours for it. I don't know what kind of key I want. I've mentioned before, I used to have a collection of like 50 keys that I lost. I'm hoping to find it at some point. Um, yeah, I actually looked online. I think it's also about 80%. So like we keep 70% of the sun going up to the latitude, but it's another like another 20% off or something. Yeah, I got to get a tan. I got to look at my arm versus my, like, this color difference is weird. You can even see it here. It's cuz I wear a shirt all the time. That's not good. That's how they get you growing veggies. I'm pretty sure everybody has it here. And it's not like everybody's looking at me like this. It's just that's kind of chilly. I feel like there was one stream where I don't remember what Adrian was doing. He was talking about something, and it's like I've mentioned before that half of my belly is just like going white now. And I thought about it. It's like I'm not gonna show. I can't show everybody my belly. Look at how close behind me this thing is. I didn't realize that. We are like right below this. Show. I was thinking about taking a picture. I mean, I have no problem like getting up and showing my belly as part of it. But I'm not gonna like zoom in and be like, look, I'm old. I did mention too, I made the diet swap. I lost like 20 pounds. Like in the last, since the move. Like, I think you guys can see, I mentioned like my arm is slimmer than it was. Like it's weird looking different so fast because it's not the first time that's happened either. And I didn't really realize it, but I unintentionally wound up basically doing Mediterranean diet. My goal was not that. My goal was I basically just wanted to stop doing alcohol. I stopped eating sweets. And then I removed red meat and swapped it out for salmon. So I've been eating salmon almost every day. And then like nuts the other days for protein. And then I pretty much just eat like fruit and then like broccoli and carrots with hummus. I love hummus. I like want to go on a grocery run now. This is getting chilly. Like this. I gotta put on a shirt before any nipples get hard. Or something. I did miss having long hair, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think I'm finally getting out of the awkward phase to where it looks like it's intentionally long versus... This is also still the haircut I gave myself with, I didn't even have scissors. I had like the clippers I used to do my neck, and I literally just was like grabbing handfuls and chopping it off and making sure it was all like lining up to the same length. I think the wind's been breaking all of the loops though. It's finally starting to pull down. I was surprised. I was like ready to look really bad, and of course now it's all getting sunny again. But I am very happy. I think I'm done hiring people. My concern was I just needed the dead ends off, and I've had people take like 4 inches off. Literally like this much when I ask for dead ends, and it's like that took me time. This park does go really far though. I think even still we're not even halfway. Might go all the way out to those hills back. Yup. They just lopped off all my hair. I think that goes all the way back to that hill on the horizon, though. Wait, wash what with the dishes? I forget what we're talking about. My hair? I think I overwashed my hair, but I finally went out and got good conditioner, and instead of like leave-in stuff, I started putting olive oil in. Oh, no, yeah, it only had like half an inch of damage. I don't know what they were doing. I didn't go back there. That's why you don't get cheap haircuts and you just... I saw online people were talking about doing like olive oil treatments so that like it gives moisture, and essentially I just started like, I poured a little dish and I dipped my finger in it and then wipe it on this hand, and then I dip my finger and wipe it in this hand. Literally just like that, 2 drops, and then in the morning. And that's been keeping it from like really getting frizzy, which is nice. Wish there were more public restrooms. Like, I'm thinking about where I could go to the restroom, and it's like, well, I could go back to the forest. I could go home. I could probably find a McDonald's, honestly. I don't know if they're going to be happy with me taking a camera. It does feel good to be doing this outside. I think it's been like a year and a half since we took stream out. Jojoba, how are you using the nails? Like putting the oil onto your nail and then washing it? Also, my dentist. This was a while back. My dentist was like, "You're not." She was looking through my mouth and she was like, "You weren't born here." I was like, "How do you know?" And she told me I don't have enamel like people from here. And I wasn't sure what that meant, but our water is not fluorinated here. So if your mom, when you're like a baby, is not drinking fluorinated water, it develops differently. And she, at first I was nervous, but she was basically like, you got really nice enamel. Dude, I feel like I get the weirdest fucking compliments. It's like I haven't gotten a compliment. I used to get compliments on my eyebrows. They've been going away for like the last probably 5 years. I washed my hands until they cracked this winter. Like literally along my fingerprints was cracking, and I had to like put antibiotic oil on it. You can see too, maybe not. My fingers are not. I wash my hands probably like 30, 40 times a day. I am like I've mentioned it before. I'm not like germophobic, but I can be a little bit, I don't want to say compulsive because it's not that intense. But it's like if I am about to eat, I will wash my hands. If I use the restroom, I will wash my hands. If I get home from anywhere, I wash my hands. If I take public transit somewhere, I wash my hands when I get there. Anytime I like do dishes and get my hands dirty. I used to, and I just got to the point where I don't care. Misa's only ever indoors. Doesn't matter that much. I kind of just accepted it The other thing is I don't use gloves when I'm washing dishes, but I have a dishwasher. So I don't have to like really scrub. I don't know. Need better bathrooms. I might head back just for that, honestly. Do I bathe Misa? No. When she was a kitten, she used to get really stinky and oily. And I did, and that's why she is like traumatized by the bathroom. Which was not intentional, but she got nasty. She didn't know what clean felt like, so Misa used to like literally... She was just gross when she was a kitten. And it would be like, oh, you're trying to lay down with me and you smell like poop. Like, you're getting a bath, cat. And I think she realized, because when she uses the litter box too, she knows to wash her hands. Yeah, so she's hesitant with bathrooms nowadays. It's interesting seeing like the clouds roll by too. I'll show you guys what I see. I'm curious too about how battery is holding up. So I'm at 42. My battery is slowly going up. This says it's all the way down to 76. This takes a lot of power, I think. It's got to search for all the stuff. It's almost time to get back. Not like back, but I think what's going to happen is we'll find somewhere isolated in the forest. And I'll run to the restroom, and then we'll go take that other path I haven't done. Because we still have an entire... It's like a dirt path that goes along more industrial stuff. So we did the forest, we did the park. The other peeps enjoy the view. No worries, no worries. Yeah, I'm about to put on the harness again, which means I won't be able to chat much anyway in a sec. But yeah, I appreciate you dropping by. Get some rest. Where do I'm trying to figure out where to put this. I'm not trying to give you guys crotch cam. There we go. Alright, whatever. I mentioned a while back, I think. I was talking about how, like, Jaquette said once on his stream, that we are all probably so different in person that we could walk by each other in the street and not realize we did. And I feel like this is much more accurate to how I usually look. Just because I am... you guys get to see, I have a body. But I mentioned too at one point, I was like, wear my hood more. Just because I don't want people looking at me. I am pretty excited. So this is like stream 1. I'm probably going to boot back up for like gaming stuff. I am kind of looking for social gaming. If anybody wants to play something together, that would be fun. I don't really want to hang alone all day. I'm trying to make sure this is all tight so that you guys aren't getting wobbly. But yeah, the rig. This seems not only successful, though, as far as a test run, but this seems like ideal. I think aside from having like something a little more stand-like to hold you guys, it's nice. There might also be a way, I think Chad is showing up in the video, which means there's a way to push it when I'm on this side, but I'll just hide behind it for now. We're going to be swapping in a sec. This one does feel good. Here we go. My selfie stick. Oh! I still gotta figure out how this is all gonna work. Alright. Yep, I think it's gonna go back into POV for a bit. I'm gonna get us back to the stop and we'll figure it out from there. Alright. My bag back on. Get it buckled to hold in the electronics. This is working so much better than I thought. Yeah. So the stand and a little rack so that I'm not holding the bag weight is all that really needs to happen. The bike is angry that I woke it up. It's going to want my password. You guys don't get to see that. I'm sorry. Man. Instantly. Wait. I think there's literally a porta potty there. There is. So I'm gonna let the old ladies pass by and then I guess I'm gonna lock the bike outside. I'll bring you guys in, but you guys don't get to see that. I'm sorry, there's a button to block cam and block sound, so I'll mute. You guys get to hide in my bag. Yeah. Maybe it's locked too. Who knows, you know? If it's locked, we can go back to plan A, which is, you know, it's always outside. Also, further up looks secluded. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, knee just popped like 3 times. It'll be nice too. I was thinking one place that would be fun. I got to check again about service and internet and stuff like that. But there is the International Rose Garden over by the zoo. I think it would be nice to do something like that. Yeah, actually, if this bathroom is open, I think I'm going to use the restroom, and I want to see. This park looks nice, even if it is kind of just, you know, grass. Whatever. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. See how this goes. It looks like it is indeed unlocked, which means it is accessible. All right. Give me a second. I'm gonna pause you all. I gotta figure this out. Is that it's gonna work? Okay. Stuff should be back. Give me a second to use some hand sanitizer. That was I'm glad that was there. Saves a big trip. Gotta give some time for the hand sanitizer to kick in. Forgot I had cuts on my hands until I was using the hand sanitizer. Alright. Bark, bark. Hold on, I need water too. Oh, the bike thinks I'm trying to steal it again. Oh my gosh. It's angry. It's gonna give me a warning that somebody's trying to steal it. I'm aware. Yeah, I need to change the settings on that, I think. You all don't get to see the password. Because obviously you guys are going to use that info and come all the way out here and steal my... I don't know. Ay. I'm gonna continue just the stroll. Looks like there's two paths. Oh, well, and they want me to walk here. It's got bamboo. Looks like there's a bird nest or something maybe up there. Huh. This is a long bridge. Whoa. It's kind of nice. I don't know how this shows up. I don't know if I want to go all the way down here just because I don't want to climb back up, and it does not seem like this continues the path. I think I'm going to let curiosity take me here though, because I have to know where this goes. I've never seen this. You know, these bridges are pretty common here. They kind of just throw these up in parks and make it more walking accessible, but this is even, it's just gonna have a turn. It's a nice little area. Oh, there is more. There is more park. Okay, that's the end. There's no sign telling me to walk on the bridge from this end. That's interesting. What is that? The fuck? Some plastic electric cover thing. Oh no, is the strap in the way for you all? Right, I had to buckle to get that out of the way. I didn't re-buckle after our last stop. It's also what helps hold in the battery. I'm not gonna lie, I know how to get back because we didn't really turn, but I don't know where this is. Like, I vaguely know what city we're in, but like I got no clue where we're coming out. So left goes to, looks like a cul-de-sac. This one does not have a walk bike sign, but I'm going to go slowly with it. This almost looks like a playground. This is strange. I didn't know this was here. Where's this going? It's so interesting too, the way this winds. I wonder why. feels kind of old-timey. I don't know. Like in a good way. Wonder why. Just huh. How far does this go? Looks like it also gets higher up for a bit here. It's I almost called it a lake, like a little creek there. I don't know if you can see it through all that. Maybe if I don't know. Part of me thinks it might be faster to take one of these roads out just because. Hold on, let me, kind of animals? It depends. I haven't seen a lot recently. Where we were out earlier, we saw like a heron that was like 5 pixels, like some ducks and nutria. The bald eagles out there weren't really out today. I assume there's like deer somewhere out there because you see them around sometimes. But honestly, I haven't been like here before. This is what I'm talking about. Kind of just this stream that's been running alongside this whole thing. I wonder how far this goes. The upkeep on this. My biggest concern right now is literally just service, but I mean, I feel like this is made to feel isolated while still being very accessible and convenient. Because just beyond the tree line, there's always houses, you know? At least off to the left. I don't know how far off to the right. I think my camera might be pointing a little low too. Bending over and stuff. I'm gonna pull that back. I don't know. I want to see something. Oh, where my shocks were in the locked position, huh? I think. I didn't bother checking before taking it out. It must have just been how the bike shop left it. Looks like there is going to take us out. Not maintained by THPRD, so who owns out there? Ooh. Man, having the boost here is so nice. Oh, huh. sharp plant stuff. Yeah, I don't know where we are. It looks like we might be coming up on a school with see football posts. It'll be interesting seeing how far we wound up. Just fields. Oh no. Yeah, that looks like here, we'll do a loop around just to see what's up. I don't know where this is. This will be our reference for how far we made it, though, and then we can start turning back. Yeah, this has got to be a school, no? See the signs. We still have a whole nother path. I'm pretty sure I got some charge. This is kind of my plan today, is just this. Oh, we're all the way out to Five Oaks. I think I went far. I think I went further than I thought. It's kind of easy, just let things wander. Sorry, I'm just checking chat. Yeah, okay. I'm fine with that as the turnaround point. Yeah, my shocks were locked that whole time. It was still pretty smooth. I am pretty excited because we also got, my whole day today is pretty much just streaming dedicated. I am very ready to do some of the games too. I think Fortnite, the season is almost over. I didn't really realize it, but it's next month, right? Beginning of next month. And Skate too. So I think we got 2 weeks, 3 weeks until both. I'm ready for the new pass. I'm ready for, I'm just curious. Every time Skate does something, it's been great. And I just, I don't know. I think we should remember this is back here, though, because we could definitely go notably further if this was our primary goal. Oh my god, yeah, that sound isn't great. Again, the brakes still got to wear in a little bit. I think it's literally just that new coating they put on them. It's making them squeak a little. Some people are probably getting home from school this way. This is a nice little walk home. Whoop. Yeah, I really wanted to avoid hitting those blackberries. Not trying to go home with any more cuts than I already got. So they want me to walk it if I go off to the left. I'm going to go off to the right just for a second. Also, because, I mean, that's nice. Sandlot vibes. I haven't played baseball in forever. I do love living here for the outside. It generally, I mean, in the summer it gets a little hot, but not like in the south. You know, it doesn't get humid the way Louisville used to. I like the paths they have. Honestly, the camping is good, but I can't really, I don't think there's a good way to take y'all out where that would be good. A while back, this is like a decade back now, I went out to the Three Sisters Mountains. They'd done a habitat restoration, and the local frogs were loving it. And I just remember, like, literally hundreds of frogs, just catching them one after the other, picking them up like, I don't know. They just everywhere in the water. They weren't that bothered by people, and then we just let them go, and they were, it's like yellow ones and brown ones and green ones. Huge variety. Person's flag is tattered. Oh, it looks like this is the end. Where are they going to spit us out here? Also, I have a story in a second. Yeah. That's it for that direction. Back we go. Hopefully the wind isn't too bad either. I know last time there were some issues with me over talking into the mic and being too loud. I'm hoping that it works well with this position as well. I'm gonna shut up while going by people.
But for my end, I was thinking.
And then we gotta walk up this, I guess, which is gonna be the hardest part of this whole thing. This whole thing has been pretty chill and easy. I might grab Cam while walking again. I am glad I got the step through. I keep getting off it like it's a normal bike, but when I remember, oh, so easy. I think I'm gonna do quick smoke break too in a sec. Once we're a bit more out of here. It may be deeper in here. I haven't decided. I don't know where I'm gonna do it yet. I feel like it's already more popular coming back than when all the way out here. Oh.
You can come park.
Yeah. I was wondering what you could see over there. I do wonder too, because if I follow this road, it's got to take me back to the park. No? I think I'm gonna go out. Let's go see what road I'm on first before we make anything too big decision-wise. Hi. There go the loud planes again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is gonna carry us out where I need to go. Some nice variants too. Kind of check out the suburbs and stuff. Need to roll my sleeves back up. Might get my farmer's tan going. I don't actually know the way out. Let's go this way. I mean, worst case, I got my phone. You can navigate with a phone, right? The sounds electric cars make. I like that they make sounds. It's hard to tell when something's coming up on you. Yeah, so there's another park entrance off to our left. My God, these are nice houses. Wouldn't mind living somewhere like this. Conveniences and inconveniences, things and not as nice things. One of my 2 water bottles ran out. I do think I need to go thrift a thermos. Just to have more carrying capacity. I checked today for a bin. There wasn't really anything I'd trust my backpack in, but I'm gonna make a checklist for next time. It would be cool to bring like a real meal in a thermos and actually just be able to take us all out, eat. All right, I'm gonna cheat up the hill. I don't want to pedal up that. Here, we'll let these guys all pass. People smoking over there in the park. I mean, I'm tempted. Oh, no worries. If nobody cares, it's a good place. I'm antisocial, so I'm not going to go say hi, but nah, it can wait. We got distance to cover. We got time. I'm surprised. Further down, they have a lot more playgrounds. It's been kind of sparse in terms of that. I don't know if we've seen any. Might take my sweatshirt off too here in a sec. I think the plan is to find somewhere nice. Do a little smoke, do a quick change. Chill. I do, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm on loop. I know what I'm missing. This was only going to be a test initially. I wasn't planning to do a super long thing, but I feel like I can't not now that I'm out here. Confused about that. Oh, wait. I get it. It's different amounts of I think. Dude, I gotta talk to I don't know. I gotta consult the manual, honestly. I didn't actually read the manual. They had a flyer on how to like quick start it, and I read that, and I basically saw the manual. I was like, it's not a big deal. And it isn't, right? Here we are. This is a really pretty area. There's a little bit of park. It's like a shuttle thing or something over there. I don't know what that is. I don't think I've gotten a burn yet, but who knows? I need to stop for water in a sec. I do wish that they had more native grass, which I don't know, maybe it is a native grass. I don't really see a lot of sprinklers. Let's make an adjustment. There we go. Just checking how much shock there is. I don't want to have too much. Almost back to the forest. I feel like it was a little bit of all of this. I'm not going to use the stop. Dip. No. Yeah, these brakes gotta wear in. I'm gonna go back past. Don't do that or something. They need a warning. We'll get a bit of chat time soon once I get back. Be a nice little stop and play. Oh, we're gonna pass the Cummy Butt bench here in a second. We'll chill at the Cummy Butt bench. How about that? Something is rattling. I don't know what it is. Could just be part of my shocks doing what they're supposed to, but there might be oh, sorry, I'm blocking the camera. There's also a little tag and stuff still there. We'll see how that all works out. You guys want to go see this up close? So I mentioned the other day that a guy hit and the telephone pole broke, and that's the broken telephone pole. You can kind of see some loose wiring there of other shit. The rich neighborhoods. Let's go take that side of the street just so we can go see what kind of damage was done. Because I'm going to be that guy. Oh, it's getting cloudy. It'll be interesting. I didn't get to see this stuff up close either the other day. So we get to check this out together. I don't know. I'm excited. Hopefully we can do this again pretty soon. Maybe I can even get out somewhere. This is just kind of around, seeing what's here. Stop I like. I think the next one. All right, yeah, and then we'll go over. Let's check out the damage. Yeah, it sounds like a ag rattling. We'll see. Somebody made their own path down that way. Really? You know what? Oh. Yeah, and then of course they give me the cross there. There we go. Been lost. This is what I saw though. The other day. There's the It's okay. It's okay. Straight. There's kind of like a mall thing forward and to the left. The shady spot looks so nice right now. Over there. All right. Oh look, we got a Cybertruck driver. I think there's a few people who are Cybertruck owners around here. Because there's a black one I've seen. Yeah, there. There's a black one I've seen, and then there's a like gray one I've seen that kind of has it's almost like an attachment on the back to make it like a closed back truck. I don't know what they're called. Like your grandpa used to have for his truck to close up the top and stick stuff in, you know? Max is pretty. I wish I could take you all on the Max, just because. St. Mary substation. I could go for a sub. right now. More towers. I don't know how much I'm dropping. That'll be interesting to see too. Just the consistency. Where things drop to. I might have to watch back and try and experiment with that. There is one more path. I said we were going to break here. We are. Oh, whoop. Back once again at Cummy Butt Bench. Yep. Non-stop vandalism, Cummy Butt Bench. Hi. Said I was gonna change. It is getting a bit warmer. That shirtless time got to me. Alright, I gotta take the rig battery off if I'm doing that way. Alright, so I guess I'm keeping the sweatshirt on just because I need a battery holder. Got one more path. Turn you guys this way. That's the other view of the station. It's the forest kind of downhill there. Sir, are you all thirsty? You want to play a game, guys? Ow. Is this apple juice or piss? Take your votes. .5G tower. This is like right by all of that, yeah. This is where all the power lines tie down underground. It tasted like apple juice. CDs. It's a gross joke. I'm not going to make that again. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm done. All right, last path of today's adventure. At least we might come back here at some point just because it's nice. But we have new places to explore as well. Want me to look both ways and then we get to take off? Nothing from that direction. Nothing from that direction. Are we allowed to go through there? There's not a no trespassing sign. Nobody told me not to. You guys have my back as witness. We're going along the line. See, and I'm wondering if the no trespassing over there applies to here. We'll find out soon enough, right? This does kind of seem not the intended use. Oh, these plants are so pretty. They're hiding this from us. Yeah, I think maybe they don't want us here. It's pretty bumpy. I'll head back a bit. We'll go into the forest just to kind of close things out, I guess. I still intend to get back on, do some regular gaming stuff. Hopefully it hasn't been too in and out. That's my big concern is like, Man, actually going places IRL is a totally different thing than like to stream and just going there. I'll be able to catch up on chat and stuff soon. I don't think I'm gonna stop at the stop because then I'm gonna be tempted to hop back. Not bothering hitting the stop thing. Yeah, I don't know. There are some tweaks I gotta continue on with. I do think I gotta move my hand holder thing from like the scooter to here. I'm just gonna take us back along. Chill. Enjoying outside time. Oh, there's a little squirrel. Yeah, that's some of the wildlife we get. I think we got chipmunks too. They're not as common, but we got them both. Here's the train, had I decided to stay there. Dog looked so happy. I don't even know how long we've been out here, to be honest. I've kind of just been going. I haven't been checking time or... I feel like it's got to have been a few hours, no? At least a couple. Just from sun angle. Yeah, IRL streams are just going to be me groaning like that over and over again, huh? I am satisfied, though. Feels good. Feels smooth. All right, there's the bench that I mentioned earlier. I'm gonna plop down here a second. And then that might be it. I don't know how much more we got. Yeah, this is where we came out earlier when I said I knew there was a bench nearby. Oh. Oh, yeesh. All right. Sun moved 51 degrees, 3.5 hours. That's probably about accurate, honestly, because I'm thinking... He's going down notably. Here, I need a... Oh. Hold on, give me a sec. I'll show you some stuff this way. Hell yeah. This makes me feel so good. I'm really excited. I do want to do more stuff like this. Sorry, I'm doing a little smoke real quick. That's why you guys get to see this beautiful view. I am glad I have a good camera on my phone too. This would not be doable if I had a worse phone. It says on my end that it's 3 hours and 38 minutes. I'm hoping that it's mostly uninterrupted single broadcast for you all. Man, that's so pretty. That's not even anything. At some point we'll go to a more exciting park. I guess I'll just start kind of wandering back. I have no problem going through the forest again, even though it's slightly more time consuming, just because, like, I mean, I come out here without streaming stuff, but alright, I said there was a bench and you guys didn't see the bench. I do love having tree cover like this. It's almost like walking through a tunnel. I think the best time though for like sunbeams coming through a forest is probably like 2, 3. It's got to be later than that now. Again, I haven't checked. I mean, I saw how long I'd been on stream, but I don't remember what time I booted up. So this is where earlier there was music. The people went through this gate, and there's I think you're supposed to get special permission. You know, another bench. Places to rest. Man, I am so glad I got this step through. I'm starting to get more into the habit of getting on it properly. Definitely feels better. It's notably easier. I'm gonna take it slow because I think there are people here at this time often. You know, people getting off work. I wish I could send the smell. Because I said it earlier, to me, a large part of what makes me like coming out is just how it feels breathing. Yeah, I don't want to be talking by real people. You guys aren't real. You guys are the imaginary ones. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, right. I'm supposed to walk this. I will listen. I believe them. Always respect guidelines when you're out there. You don't want to be the problem. Look, and this is so pretty. I'm glad I came this way because I'll show you again. The lighting is very different. Man. Here. Oh yeah, I want to get a good angle. Probably looks like just about the same. Oh right, we were asking Gabe was asking about kinds of animals. We could stop all the way through here, they've had descriptions and like pictures and identifiers for them. I don't even know what kind of plant that is. Sounds like people are coming up on us. I'm gonna keep moving. It's a dragonfly. Too small to get. Very good though. I think there was something back there. Get back on here. We'll get ahead of them so that just breathing room for everybody. This is the spot I mentioned. You're not technically supposed to go off path, but I see a lot of people relaxing in there. One time I saw a guy in here though, and I'm pretty sure he was like doing something heavy, I guess. He would just like scream. And not in like a tick way, I guess. Kind of makes me miss doing the redwoods. There's a big tree there. We're walking past the weird manhole again, but I don't really want to stop. Gotta make food soon. I don't think I'm gonna do that though with you all. I think I'm gonna, I don't know, do a turnaround. Definitely running out of steam a bit. I feel like it'll be good next time if I can do somewhere with less bridge stuff, because I mean the battery is still fine pretty much all around. Both the phone backup, the bike. Once I have the bag, I could put a second battery in too. I do miss getting like out there. Like I don't know if you guys are all into that, but like I know Jaquette is, but like getting out there, and then it's literally just like you, your buddies, you know, the food, water, and substances you choose to bring to continue your dealio, and then ooh. And again, it's like, it's not something I could bring you guys on Streamwise, but I do miss, I used to go whitewater rafting. Oh my God. This will be good. This will be good. I might have to like pull up a cell map. I don't know if they have them like that. But I think that's how I'm going to go about the next one. Maybe next time we do city stuff, even though I'm hesitant. I don't know how service is. That's really, again, the limiting factor I'm realizing doing this again is service, like. Train is just sitting there. I'm not gonna get on that one though. Again, I'm gonna sit down. We'll talk a bit, and then that's it for this. See that going down along this straight gravel path. Just park on the opposite side. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh. There we go. Train is heading out. Yeah, we're doing professional ending here. Man. Closing thoughts. That actually went really well. I was only gonna be out for like an hour. Later too was about figured I might breaking if I only ran a test. It seems like did a decent job. Still taking. I think it's failing to connect. Which, whatever. Ending thoughts. Same as I've been saying the last like 2 hours. Whatever. Alright. That's it. Make some food. And I'll see you all in a bit, okay? Bye bye.